guys, welcome back to D&D with Filthy and Friends. Today, another one-off. Two of our members out of town today, Dolphin and Kevin. So instead of continuing our main campaign, we will be playing a one-off prepared for us by Tsui. Tsui, say hi.
Hello.
Works like a charm every time. So Tsui is going to be throwing us into what can only be described as a suicide mission. You want to describe the backdrop for us, Tsui?
Yeah. So basically, this is a party of adventurers. They're 9th level. They've known each other for a long time. They are going to this beholder's lair. They know it's a beholder's lair at the behest of their king, who is a lich. Doesn't matter. Backstory shit. Because he destroyed a town about 10 miles out from the beholder's lair. Liza Alina here, FilthyRobot, just found the entrance to this cavern. They've retreated after that, took a long rest, and now they're ready to push in and try to get rid of this beholder.
So, myself, FilthyRobot, Steve from the JoINrbs YouTube and Twitch channels, and Adam from Alt F4 Gaming YouTube channel are going to do our best to last more than a round versus a beholder in his lair with 3 of us. So I'm excited. I've never fought a beholder. Have you guys fought a beholder before?
No. I resisted the urge to look up what they could do. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Well, they're pretty shit in
good.
Heroes of Might and Magic. I'm sure we can take them.
They have
It's pretty...
these beings that do horrible shit, I think.
I'm happy to see what happens.
We're all int based, right? Because I remember they do something horrible to your mind.
I'm charisma based, I guess.
There's a charisma, a wisdom, and you're dex / you've got saving throws and everything because of the way your character panned out, and you're
No, I noticed I have a -1 with no proficiency to intelligence saving throws on this character. So just to be clear, we're going to be ripping on Tsui the entire episode because these are Tsui's characters. He's generating this not only for us but for a group of his friends, and as us, he had this available for us to play test, and we wanted a game, so this worked out well. But he is sending us into a beholder lair, him and us as his friends' characters, into a beholder lair with no intelligence saves. So I'm excited about this. Excited to see where this will go. So where are we?
That's 0 modifier on it.
I got a -1. Okay.
If it helps, Filthy, none of the IRAs actually cause an intelligence saving throw, so you're all perfectly fine to fight this thing.
Is that what your character's doing, Steve? Can I hear the ho ho ho?
It's kind of
ho.
All right, so you're at the entrance to you're in some pretty frigid ground here. There's ice covering the ground going into this cave. The entrance to the cave kind of slopes downward at an angle, and it's pitch black in there. Stalagmites, icicles, stalactites all over the damn place. So
which one's which again?
I don't know. That's why I said them both. Some are on the ceiling, some are on the floor. There's pointy rocks everywhere.
The mites go up and the tights come down.
Yes, sir. And there's ice all over the goddamn place. It's slippery and very cold. You're all in some pretty insulated.
Well, I'm worried about my favorite terrain. I might have stalactites, but not stalagmites.
I think your favorite terrain is Underdark and something else, right?
Is this
Underdark and
the
Underdarks? You're in the mountains. You're in a cave. Underdark. You have both mountains and Underdark, so some combination of those two will probably be
all right.
Steve,
favorite terrain active.
Okay.
Steve.
Yep.
You got dark vision.
I have dark. Oh, I don't have dark vision.
Herblorgs are one of 2 races that don't have dark vision.
Right, so I light a torch so that he can see.
I turn around and be like, "Are you insane? We're entering a beholder's lair. Put that torch out."
Take the fire away from me. You could start a wildfire at any point. People are hugely disregardful. I'm not sure if I'm French or Russian or something.
I think you'll figure it out over time.
Weird accent, man. All right, sweet. So I assume you guys want to continue.
Well, you can't see. What are you going to do?
Yeah, how do you want to
proceed?
proceed?
I can see, yeah.
I am going to close my eyes and approach the dungeon as theater of the mind.
I was going to say, he's known us for a long period of time.
Make a dexterity saving throw, Steve.
We practice trust falls all the rest of the time.
Harmony's
this is trust
used to this.
walking.
And she takes his hands.
All
and
right, so 5 steps in after he says that, he just falls on his ass, just plonk. Bad idea to walk into an
Were you trying to help? Were you trying to help me walk at him?
I'll help you up and then like take you by the hand. So I can
Okay.
guide
Can I
you.
roll to see if I fall on Adam?
Sure. Go for it. That's always fun.
15 or higher. Oof. I fall on Adam's character.
All right, sweet.
Calmly calm.
I
This
assume that
counts
you're.
as an improvised weapon bludgeoning attack.
I'll just push you off.
No, that's fine. You fall into harmony a little bit here. Would you,
Oh.
I know this is going to be obnoxious,
My
but would you
ground
mind
is
changing your display names to the character names that you selected, just for
Yeah.
the sake of me
It's a good idea.
addressing you the way it is? Because I'm not super familiar. It's a one shot or whatever. So either way, so you guys move into this cave. You get, and this is a long fucking tunnel. Like, it looks sort of natural, which isn't uncommon. Alina lived in the Underdark for a very long time, and she's.
Oh, we should say what we're playing.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I'm playing a Drow Ranger, Underdark Scout, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. I don't think it's called Underdark Scout or in Xanathars. I think that was what it was called in the
Gloomwalker,
Arcana. It's like
Gloomstalker?
Gloom. It's Gloom something or other. Dark person, Dark Ranger.
That's racist, Sui.
I'm a
Whatever.
death cleric.
You're
I'm
a
a-
grave cleric.
I'm a
Like a
furball
death-
good death cleric.
No, you're confusing dead cleric with grave cleric.
There's
Yeah,
no
so you-
confusion here.
You are a
I
dead
am.
cleric.
I am a dead cleric.
Yes.
And I am a 20 charisma chaotic neutral tiefling glamour bard. So I'm obviously amazing and really nice.
So you're,
Yep.
you're basically just
Oh,
better than Snip.
I forgot that. I need you to give me a D20 roll here, Harmony. Right? It's a yeah.
And Sui, you're one
All
of
right,
the GMs
so,
who requires singing with bards, right?
Yeah, sure. That's fine. So, when you woke up, you actually just grew a full beard because of your belt of dwarvenkind. So you're
Excellent.
got a full beard. That
In
out
the
of
morning, I would like cut it off. I'm kind of used to this, obviously, with this belt, like with my dagger, just carefully and slowly.
It's probably a pain. You're probably like scraping at your cheeks, like on your way back to this cave. It's probably a pain in the ass. But so you get in this cave. We've just been sitting here talking bullshit for like 5 minutes. You start heading down, and this is a long cave. It looks sort of natural. Olina has not been in an active beholder lair before, but one that has already been cleared out as part of her ranger training in the Underdark. And she knows that based on history, like, beholders like to leave the entrance of the caves looking natural so people don't suspect that they're entering a beholder lair. You guys all know that you're entering a beholder lair.
And there's a lot of
you-
risk versus reward in this too, because most of that means every cave we enter, I'm like, it's a beholder lair, and I just assume that going in until we've confirmed otherwise, because the cost of being wrong there is so high.
It very much is. Beholders are one of the deadliest monsters that you've ever heard of. Like,
So
you
I
do
guess
not
what
fuck
I'm
with them
wondering is,
unless you're ready for it.
does my team know yet? Because we've worked together a long time. They know that every
No,
cave I
this
go
is
into.
Are you a male or female? You're female.
Female.
This is a girl who cried wolf situation, 100%.
Yeah.
Mira Taurus is fully convinced that this is just another normal cave.
You've probably been in like few dozen different caves.
Yeah. And they were all
systems
beholder
together,
caves.
and none of them were beholder caves.
All of them were beholder caves.
This one looks exactly the same as the other one. So I cannot
There's
see
a
a thing.
beholder in here.
You get about 600 feet into this tunnel. It is dark as shit. You know, luckily for Miratoris, Harmony's helping guide him over this fucking rocky, icy, uneven ground. And before you, there is a massive, I'm talking like, this cave is like 50 feet in every dimension from where you guys are standing. Like, it's a 50-foot circumference. Like, there is a massive spider web blocking it further passage into this cave. What
Well,
would you like to do?
Let's see if I see it. Nope. Okay.
You have 150 feet of dark vision. You see it.
I rolled a 1. I don't see anything. I'm looking the other way.
Fine. You're looking the other way. So you
I'm going
don't
to
see
see
it.
if I see it in pitch darkness with no light.
Sure. Roll. Okay. No. I was going to say roll with disadvantage. You don't need to. So neither of you see. Okay, Harmony sees this, and she points out that there is a. She catches a glint of like ice reflecting the tiny bit of light that's made it this far into the cave, bouncing off of this this spider web. The strands are
like
roughly
this,
the
right?
roughly
Like-
the thickness of a pencil. Yeah, it's huge, blocking the entire path forward.
All right.
Do you say that to us, Harmony?
Miro, after you. Go, go.
All right.
And I just kind of like push him gently forwards.
Oh, Mira, yeah. Okay, so
The way is clear.
Sui, would I know anything about this spider web that I can't see? No, because I haven't seen it yet. So I guess we're waiting to see what happens with Mira walking into it, because that will be our first cognizant party member. Normally I scout ahead, but I'm kind of bemused by watching Mira stumble around in the dark. So I'm just kind of chilling and watching.
You very much are used to scouting ahead. In fact, like this is what you're all about: creeping around in dark caves. Like
Yeah.
this is your go-to. It's what you've trained for 200 years to do.
Sometimes they
wanna,
just drop gloom off the gloom
I want to
stalker
actively like
description.
look around the edges and like see if I can see anything in the corners, or if I can see like maybe if there's a spider or anything.
Sure. Give me a perception check. Another one. You see nothing. It just looks like a spider web. It's big. It's been there. You do notice it. You don't notice anything in it. Not a single bat. Not a single fucking cricket. Like you see nothing. It's just a pristine spider web.
Well, have I seen it yet, or am I still no good?
You've probably seen it at this point. Like
I'd
Harmony
also be
pointed.
I'll be like, Harmony, there's a spider web up here. And
A spider web.
I-
Spider web. Incredible.
You
I'm
ruined
gonna
the
light a
trick.
torch to see the web.
All right, awesome. So you illuminate. It's the torch is 30 feet of bright light and 30 a dark, or 20 and 20. I don't know.
Yeah, and I want this
20.
torch to be
Okay, so you-
particularly bright and visible.
All right, so you illuminate this and you get a very clear view of the spider web, and as you do that, you can clearly see that there's nothing in it, to the point where it's sort of strange. And Filthy, why don't you give me a nature check here?
Sure, I feel like a natural kind of girl. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, it's int based.
I think you have advantage because you're in your favorite terrain, right?
Oh, spider webs?
Oh, you're in the Underdark, right? So
Is that better?
no, it's not better. So you've been around large spiders before. Like you lived in the Underdark. You're a
Sure.
drow. That's very common. You worship a spider god, for fuck's sake, right?
Right.
Like you've never seen a spider web quite this large. Like even giant, massive spiders don't typically make a web that's like 50 feet across, like 50-foot radius. Like it's a ridiculously large web, and you have no idea the size of the spider that probably made this thing, but you imagine it's proportionally massive.
I look behind me.
I don't share any of this. But internally, I think, man, big spider.
You see nothing. There's rocks, ice.
Specifically, I'm looking above myself and behind me.
Yeah, you don't see anything. Your
You don't
torchlight
see
actually
the
doesn't-
spider there.
your torchlight doesn't actually reach the ceiling. It just sort of like fades
Oh.
out a little bit into darkness there, because it's the ceiling is like 50 feet high and it's 20 and
Has
20.
anyone,
Right? So,
has anyone got
What a
like
big cave.
I'm creeping
got
along.
light or anything?
Mhm.
Well, I'm creeping along, and I already made the stealth roll too. I want to look in the same exact direction that Mirror's looking, but I can see to the ceiling, and I want to see the spider that's about to drop on him.
150-foot dark vision.
Yeah.
You, give me a perception check.
Sure. I would love to do that.
You very clearly see that there's just rocks and ice hanging from the ceiling. You don't see
How-
any signs of a spider up there.
How fine is this web? Like, we can't get through it at all because it's
Uh,
close together, or are they big spaces that we could like crawl underneath? Or...
It's very densely stranded, but each individual strand is roughly the thickness of a pencil, like in circumference.
Jesus. And does it have the same scaling property of like spiderweb strength?
Yes.
Like, that's just
I mean,
scaled up spiderweb. So this is
Pres-
like
presu-
steel
presumably,
bars.
yes.
So I'm gonna try and cut it.
All right.
Yeah. I'm expecting maybe illusion at this point. Like pristine. DM's nodding. I suspect illusion.
You want to try to cut it with your dagger? All right, sure. Give me an attack roll.
I'm gonna draw my bow and just be
An
prepared.
attack roll?
Yeah, it's an attack roll. Go.
Steel.
Okay, I guess I use my quarter staff, which is here.
All right, you're gonna try and bludgeon it. It bounces ineffectually. Like you hit it,
So it's
and
there,
it
it's
bounces
real.
ineffectually, like against the spider web, and your staff is stuck to the web.
Can I pull it off?
You can try. Give me a strength check or an athletics test, either or.
That's slightly better.
You pass. You pull you pull it back and you fling it. It takes quite a bit out of you, but you manage to unstick it, and the spider web resounds and bounces back into place.
Mira, how do we get rid of this?
Do I know if spider web is flammable?
It generally is. It's common knowledge. You would
Perhaps
probably
we can
know that.
burn it with that torch.
It tends to be flammable.
I do not remember Harmony. Do I enjoy eating spider webs? It has been a long time.
Maybe you should try again, and you will remind yourself.
Don't eat the spider web. I think this is very cold. This is like licking a steel pole.
No, Miria. We've been through this. You don't eat the webs. Fire.
It's roughly about minus 20 degrees right now where you guys are at in this cave. So, yeah,
Fahrenheit or
it's
Celsius? I guess it's the same.
It's
Kelvin.
Fahrenheit, but
I'm gonna grab the torch and set the
minus 20 F since we're in America.
We're gonna set the web on fire.
All right, so you attempt to set it on fire with the torch.
I am serious. You could set a forest fire. It is terribly inconsiderate.
The cave.
All right, excellent. So, as you sort of bring your torch to it, the spiderweb sort of starts to crackle a little bit and splinter where you're holding the torch on it, but it's not really it's not combusting super hard, but you are making a dent where you're holding the torch up, burning it away a little bit.
Anyone got any fire cantrips?
I was just thinking we'd give him some time.
But yeah, could we just
I'm
wait?
not in a hurry. I mean, it's not like there's an intelligent entity whose cave this is. He might have set this up to guard or something. It seems unlikely that if he takes a half hour, an hour, or 10 hours, it would really matter.
Yeah. I'll throw a sacred flame at the fire web.
All right, sweet. So you actually you burn a hole that's maybe
Tsui, I don't want to be the one to break this to you, but
4x4.
Sacred Flame
Five
is
by five.
radiant, not fire damage. Does that bother you anyway? Is the spider
it's
web
fine.
scared of radiance?
Oh, I get
50
plus
it-
4
yeah,
damage
it's
on
15.
it.
Yep.
Right.
So yeah, you burn like a 5x5 hole in it. If you're 7 feet tall,
Wait,
so you'd have to crouch down to get through it. But the other two party members could probably get through that hole if you wanted to.
I don't think I do, actually.
No.
It's radiant damage, right?
Yep.
That was the other character I was looking at. This one doesn't get the...
No,
Yes,
you get
yes,
you
it
get
does.
you get a,
Grave
you
Cleric
get a
does
plus
at
4
8.
bonus to your cantrips.
Well,
It's,
it says plus. Yeah. Just add it to the attack roll. It's your level 8 special as that type of cleric. Yeah, potent spell casting. That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait,
Was
my
part
wisdom.
any cantrip with clerics.
Okay.
To the web hole.
I'll do it. I really I've done this before.
Okay.
One time I caught a pet spider some time ago, smaller, but same I think general principle. So I'll
You're
creep
right,
through.
Miles.
All right, you creep through.
I get lost, but I make it through eventually.
Jesus, yeah, you're wandering through this.
I'm trying really hard not to
it's
touch any
so
of the
sad.
webs because I know that
Oh, it's-
touch and sensation really is what triggers a spider. So if there is a big spider in here, I'm trying not to. I'm trying to throw it off a little bit, and then I get lost for real. But I make it out.
Yep, you make it to the other side, no problem.
Okay.
You are there. There's more cave, and beyond that, you have 150 feet of dark vision.
Yeah.
You can see a solid, just the very cusp of a slow slope down and a solid platform of ice, maybe about 20 feet out onto it. It looks like a frozen body of water.
I whisper back, he's got a nice place in here. We should really consider this for ourselves after. Come on through, we're good. No spiders that I see.
I am not ready to settle down with you yet, Harmony. It's a good thing we have going, but that is too much.
I'm Liza. Harmony's the other girl. I know we all look alike to you.
Stand there awkwardly in silence.
That's good. All right.
I think you'll make my point for me.
What would you guys like to do from this point here?
I would like to stay well away from the 20-foot radius of light so I can keep creeping around stealthily.
Okay.
So I would like to move forward. I'm keeping an eye out for where this giant spider may have been. I would also like to, can I check any tracks, any like movement that might have gone through here, like tracks in the ice, discarded torches
sure.
or something?
Survival check.
Sure. Is anything that might be people or things coming through here before us?
15. Yes, you see one set of footprints. They look like the size of an adolescent humanoid.
An adolescent humanoid?
Yep.
I can tell.
Small humanoid, adolescent humanoid. You can't tell the 15 what species they belong to, but you can tell roughly the size. It's
what
a
is
small
the
humanoid.
brand marking on the shoe?
You can't tell.
Okay.
No, there's no
Do I get any sense of
ridges
the age of the track?
fairly recent. Last 24 hours probably.
Any scat?
Nope. You bizarrely see no signs of scat anywhere, actually, and you would expect to see a lot of guano in a cave like this, which strikes you as slightly odd.
I just suspect it's a quirk of the beholder. Doesn't like messes.
Yes.
We could
Probably.
we could lure him
Does
out.
she look at me and my appearance at any point in this investigation?
No. Why would I look at you?
All right.
Okay. I will share that with the group. I'll kind of come back and then say I'm gonna scout up ahead again, and I'll just go off ahead again. I'm gonna I want to kind of watch as I'm moving. I don't want to follow the path of the feet directly, but I want to keep an eye on where they are going, and I want to move up towards where the lip of the slope is.
All right.
What do the tracks do as I'm doing that?
They just kind of like go. They curve up over this little slope and they go down into the hill. And as you get closer to this ridge line, that's probably roughly 60 feet away from where Miratosis and Harmony are currently at, hanging back with their torch. You can see further out onto this lake, and you can't. It just is still dark as you can't see to the other side, and it stretches all the way to both of the walls of the cave.
So this is a huge cave then.
Very large, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just keep moving forward. Every so often, I'll come back and tell them, what's going on and move forward again, et cetera, et cetera. Trying to keep quiet, trying to keep well away from that. I'll be very conscientious of that light source behind me to stay out of that radius. I really don't want to be silhouetted at the top of a hill with the fucking light behind me. So
Yeah,
I'm trying very hard not to do that.
I gotcha. All right, cool. So
We don't want to death ward you right now, right? It'd
No.
make more sense to let you die and.
You're the one with the glowing
save
beacon
the
that
death
says
ward
"Come
for
kill
later.
me."
all right, so
Always
you're
does
walking ahead of
this.
us.
I assume you're using like
Creeping off
hand
in the
size.
dark. Why does she always do this?
So you make it to the edge of this this frozen lake here. The ceiling is still roughly about 50 feet overhead. It stretches all the way to the walls, and that's it. That's all you see before you. It's just this frozen pond, frozen lake, and behind you, nothing else. It does look as though those footprints. You can see a couple of little scuff marks in the ice, right near the edge of the lake. But after a few footfalls, they sort of disappear, given
The tracks or the
it's
scuffs?
ice. The scuff marks, the scuff slash the tracks turn into scuff marks when they approach the ice because there's no snow on it, and then after maybe 15 feet, the scuffs sort of fade away, and you lose the trail. There's no more clear indication of the direction this entity was going.
Okay, and is it You said this, it's a wide cave and it extends. We can't see across this lake. But is it basically a corridor, or is it opened up into a wider kind of thing where we could be going right, left, or whatever direction as well as just forward?
It's opened up a little bit. Crossways, it's probably about 70 feet. And about 50 feet up to the ceiling.
Okay, so ceiling's 50 foot. You have like the width of the corridor is about 70 foot, you're saying? And then it's just I can't see across. Okay, cool. Then I will kind of stick to the side wall. There's no reason to assume that any of this is a different temperature, right? Have I seen anything that suggests geothermal anywhere, that like the ice might be weaker somewhere?
It's not getting warmer as you the further you go into the cave. In fact, it's actually it's maybe not super noticeable, but it is slightly colder here than where you just were near the spider web, about 200 feet back or so.
Okay. Then I'll start moving along the side, close to the side of the wall, moving across in the direction across the lake.
Okay. How far out are you going?
I assume I'm staying at least 40 foot ahead of the rest of the group, and probably more like 60.
Okay.
Maybe even 100. Let's say 100. Let's go 100.
Okay, you want to be 100 feet out, and are you two following her?
I mean, presumably occasionally he'll come back, or Liza will come back and tell us, come to this bit, and then we wait here or whatever. So I don't know whichever bit we're at.
Both of them are fairly inept. I'm leaving literally a breadcrumb trail.
Okay.
Okay.
I want you to give me a perception check, Filthy.
Okay.
When you get about probably about 120 feet out into this ice.
I have
Wake
eyes
up,
like
you
a
fool.
hawk.
Oh, you fucking crush it. So there's still stalactites up on the ceiling. Is it stalactites? There's rock formations up on the ceiling, and
What type
icicles.
of rock formations? Could you describe them?
Granite mostly, and you actually just saw one of them, like, you think you saw one of them move like a fraction of an inch.
So, like, the rock is moving. So it's probably not rock, is what you're telling me. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just stay real still. Okay. And I'm pretty happy with my my tradescraft here. I'm pretty pleased that I'm pretty confident in my ability to stay hidden from something, and I want to observe. And I don't know. Actually, I lie. I'm gonna turn around and move as quickly as I can, but quietly, back to the other two party members and be like, "Careful of something ahead. Give me a moment to suss out what it is," and then I'm gonna go back and keep looking.
Okay.
Can I see what it is? How would you like to do this? How would you like me to do this? 'Cause I don't mind waiting. I'm very patient.
How long
not.
would you like to how long would you like to sit here and observe this thing that you thought you saw move?
Quite a bit here. I think what I want to do is I want to wait maybe like half hour, something like that. If I don't see movement, I'm gonna shoot it with a bow, I think.
Okay, so you want to just like a long time. You want to sit here, huh?
I'm gonna take my time here. It's the Beholder's Lair. I'm not in a rush. Like, I haven't given like a deadline. I'll be back in 8 hours or something. Like, I'm good.
All right. Half an hour goes by. It doesn't seem to move again. 45-minute goes by. Doesn't seem to move again. So, would you like to make that attack with your bow?
Each of the granite formations up there.
Yep.
This one I will call Betty, and I'm gonna shoot at. I'm going to draw my bow and. Ooh, do I have different types of arrows as a ranger?
Like silver-tipped ones, or
no? I wasn't looking for silver-tipped. I was looking for something a little quieter. I guess I don't care. Okay, then I will take a shot at this bit of granite with my.
With your longbow?
No. Well, yes, longbow. Okay.
Sure.
All
right, go for it. All right, so your arrow hits this object and bounces off ineffectually.
Looks like rock, I think to myself. I'll tell the group the rocks are moving. Be careful, and then go back to scouting.
All right, so.
Oh, hello, Liza. It is
Can't
so
stay
nice
long.
to see you.
I took up scouting, particularly not to be in the same room with you.
How wide of a
Am I
berth are
catching
you,
any fish here, Tsui? Are there Do there seem to be
Did you cut a
life
hole in
forms
the ice?
underneath the ice?
Are you cutting a hole in the ice?
Yeah, absolutely.
I stay well away from the edge of that hole.
Jesus.
Yeah, we make
All
like a
right.
little, I don't know, like
Give me a survival check.
half a foot roll. Half a foot. I'm gonna help him.
Okay. Sure. You can help him. Give him advantage. You can have advantage on this check.
Oh, okay. He's gone.
Can I take that roll?
Yeah.
You take a 19. That's fine.
That's a 21.
Okay,
No, I'm still
21.
with his dice.
Oh, got it. 21. So, Alina is hanging out looking at this rock, and after about 40 minutes, you do feel like a little tug on this. I assume you like baited it with like some rations or something, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
Cool.
it's
Yeah.
not
You feel a little tug on the end of this fishing pole line here.
I
you
will
caught
like
something
to
with a-
reel the fish in, and you'll see what it is.
Looks like a kraken.
I'm gonna walk over to it and look
Oh,
into the
God.
hole as he pulls it.
All right. So you go over to the edge of this hole and
Let
you
me
look
see.
down into it into like, are you holding the torch over
No.
the hole here?
Yeah, he's got that next to him.
Okay.
I've got dark vision, so
It's 60 feet. You have dark vision.
yeah.
So what is attached to the end of this is like a long, spindly looking tentacle of some sort. It doesn't look like an octopus tentacle though. It's
Like
like
a kraken tentacle.
it's like grayish, like
Sure.
grayish brownish.
Do I recognize it in any way from my?
You've dreamed about it and drawn pictures of it, but never had it experience in real life.
Give me a nature check.
Good old bods.
Shouldn't you have better than
You
Well, I do have jack of all trades, so I don't know what that adds.
that? It's half
it,
proficiency. Just check. There's a checkbox in your character sheet on the second or third page if you want it.
it's already enabled. I've got it enabled.
Oh, he has really bad wisdom then. Okay.
He's got real bad intellect. That's an int check.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
That's still a 20.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is not good enough to glean any information. You have no idea what the fuck it is.
Looks edible.
I
Could
guess it's
supplement our
size,
rations.
the size of that tentacle, like how big.
It's pretty significantly stretched out, and it goes behind a rock formation, like down at the bottom of this this pool, which is probably about 30 feet down from where
Tentacle
you're
fish. Really good eating.
Mira, this is no fish. You should let go. Some strange creature has your rod.
It's been like that ever since I joined this party. Another strange creature every night.
You can push him in. I'm not there. But
at. You can push him in.
we can do this with two.
I will trust Harmony, and I will sever the connection.
All right, cool. Well then, are you gonna continue following Alina here?
Yeah.
We're gonna continue standing here doing nothing, right? That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your job. You're
Well,
gonna kill
like
it once
I-
I find it, right?
All right, perfect. Well, so you sat and watched that rock. Nothing.
I look
happened.
forward
Are
to
you
you finding
going back
out
to
that
them?
there's a tentacle creature below us.
Don't bother
30
me, or I'll
minutes
watch
or
that
so
rock
from now.
again.
All right.
I'm going to
That's great.
describe to you what I saw.
Do I know what that is? Is that like?
Give me a nature check.
Do I get any sort of favored advantage for being down here? This is the
Mm,
Underdark. I know a lot of the creatures of the Underdark.
Link your favored terrain thing, or link your
Natural
favorite. Actually,
Explorer
what
or favorite enemy?
favorite enemy? What's your favorite
I'll
enemy
link them
type?
both for you. There's favorite enemies: aberrations and dragons. I love them,
Let me check.
and spiders, but that's not on there. And okay.
Wisdom check related to 15.
Oh, I get more favored type. Oh, I get that's 2.
Yeah. So give me a survival check with double proficiency bonus.
Okay, so I will need to add another 3 to this when it. Oh wait, wisdom 2. Another 2 to this.
What's your proficiency bonus right now?
Proficiency bonus is 4.
So you double the 4, so it's an 8 total rather than a 6.
Okay.
Right? 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 2 is 10. That's a plus 10 rather. So You got a 19, which is also unfortunately not good enough.
Okay.
You don't know, but it sketches you out.
Yeah, tentacle creatures that live under ice lakes tend to be friendly. If you see them, engage them in common and try to be polite, and you'll be fine.
Can I
All right.
insight check that?
Sure.
Okay.
I believe, my friend.
Fuck.
I don't think you buy it. I don't think you're into it. Yeah, you're not into it. 9 on
Thanks,
deception.
Liza. Your advice is as useful as always.
And then I whisper from the dark where she can't see me, 61 foot out. No problem.
All right, fantastic. So, would you like to? Are you guys continuing on your way then here?
Yeah.
Is that the plan?
Yep.
All right, fantastic. How wide of a berth are you
We
giving to
should
this
have
rock?
reeled that
You
in.
just
That would have been
saw
fun to
move?
reel in. That would have been good warm up for these characters.
It could have also killed us.
Well, then we don't have to fight a beholder. It's a win-win.
That's true.
How far of a berth are you giving this rock? You think you saw move?
I'm not. I'm fine with it. I'm keeping an eye on it as the group moves towards it. I want to watch it, so I'm using them as bait for this. I haven't told
All right,
them.
so let's put this thing on the thing here, huh?
Yeah.
So let's say it's about like right. No, it's from the ceiling. It's got to be the other way. Oh, you already put one. No, that's the torch here. So it's like right here, maybe.
Yeah.
So you're gonna wait until they start walking under that?
No, I'm not. I mean, yes, I'm letting them walk under it. I did warn them about flying creatures, but it's above them, so they can't see the roof anyway. So I don't really know what they're trying to do. And then I will just sit with a bow drawn because I suspect something is here. I've seen some movement, and I wanna be ready to react if something shows up.
All right. And you don't tell them that you're doing this.
No.
All right. You guys need to roll for initiative.
Perfect. Do I have some sort of advantage on that?
Yeah, you're gonna have advantage on your initiative roll because you're just sitting there because you expect something's going on here. What is this thing?
Yeah, I'll take that 16. That's a better one.
I need to add the fucking
order.
turn order here too.
Yeah.
Damn it. I forgot that I need to do that. You can input your thinger-dingers here. Let me grab my token for this thing.
It's a weird way to proposition someone, Tsui. You can input your thinger-dingers here.
I like using the word thinger-dinger. It's fine. So, we have something making an attack at you, Mr. Miratosis, because you're carrying this torch. Real good.
No. Yes.
Oh, you get a shot, but it's going. As Miratosis walks under this thing with this torch, a tentacle's lashing out in his direction. So you get a reaction shot. Oh yeah, big time tentacle.
All right, I want a couple things to click in my mind as this is happening. I am a creature of the Underdark. This is my favorite terrain. I have trained extensively as a ranger here. Do I know what the hell lives in the roof, looks like a rock, and shoots tentacles out?
You have some idea. You have never seen one, but you've heard of a creature called a roper that does this kind of thing.
A roper?
Yep, it's in. Yep.
What do I know about ropers? What's the lore that goes with them that I might know?
Give me a survival check.
Sure.
Or history check, either or.
I'll take a survival over a history.
So your favorite terrain, I will tell you your favorite. This was a DC 25. Awesome. So WoW, you know that historically, like WoW ropers remain motionless. They're literally indistinguishable from a normal cave formation. Like they just look like rocks. They also have the ability to stick to any surface. They're just covered in hundreds of thousands of tiny little cilia, and they can just stick to whatever the fuck they want, and they like to eat people.
I guess what I was hoping for really was some sort of knowledge that might go with harming them. I didn't really want to know about their dating as much as...
Yeah, that too. They're pretty tough creatures because they emulate rock and they don't want to be discovered. They're an ambush predator. They don't have pretty much anything that you do will be effective against them.
Anything I do will be effective against them, or won't.
Yep, they have no known resistances or
cool. So
weaknesses.
as this tentacle drops down, I assume onto
Yes, sir.
Mira there. Knowing which rock it is, and probably a different rock than one I shot last time, I'm gonna take a shot at this guy if I can.
Yep, you got it. So turn order.
Okay.
Make your attack roll.
Do I have surprise on this? Or I'm probably not surprising. I don't know how this works for what you want to do for this. It's an ambush predator. Maybe it doesn't get surprised, but
I'm just gonna give you a free shot on it because you're sitting there watching. It's fine.
All right. Then I take that at advantage. Oh my! Hold on. Let me read the stupid. I get something as an Underdark Gloom Scout thing for this.
If you're in darkness and the creature relies on dark vision to see you, you count as invisible towards that creature.
Yep, but it's not. That's not the one I'm looking at. I'm looking at Dread Ambusher. First turn each combat, you may take an additional attack action on your turn.
Yeah.
And if I hit, I get an extra D8. Okay.
Yep.
So let's go take a look at that longbow shot.
Do I have that wisdom bonus added to your initiative on your character sheet? I'm not actually sure that I do. Not that I think about it.
I have +4, and my dex is +4.
It should be +6 then.
Okay.
Or,
I'll modify that
+6
after.
Right, so.
Okay, I'll modify that after then. So,
it doesn't matter for this, but yeah.
Yeah. Can it see me or not? Do I have advantage because it doesn't? I'm unknown. I'm a hidden attacker. I am in stealth right now.
How far away? You were probably in the shadows, right? You wanted to stand way back from this torch, like back up as they approached. Yep, you have advantage on the attack.
Perfect.
That's fine.
Okay.
You got it.
Then 28 hit.
Yep, 20 to hit.
Okay. Then we do 11, and then I roll one more D8, right?
Yep.
Okay. 15.
So 15.
And yeah, that's all I do. I don't warn them. I don't make any noise.
Fantastic. So this bad boy is gonna be making his attack against our dear friend
Tsui,
Mr. Man.
Are you giving me a free attack or a free round? Like, what are we doing here for this? So, because I get
it's a full round action. Like if you're using your Dread Ambusher, you have to make another attack as part of it first, right? So you get your other 2 attacks from extra attack, yeah.
Okay. You want me to roll those now before it does its thing?
Yep.
Okay.
You were ahead of it in the initiative order, so yes.
These are all. I don't think it considers. I think it's only your first attack that's at advantage when you're hidden. I don't think it's your whole round.
If you're you're not hidden. You count as invisible if you're in darkness. You have advantage every round if you're in darkness against something that relies on dark vision to see you. I'm playing this another hint.
Okay. Then it's a 28 to hit,
really
and then another one is a 21 to hit.
Those are both hits.
Okay. Damage. Then another 12.
Fantastic.
Really?
Do, 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 do.
Is that the noise it makes when I hit it?
That's the noise that I make. Yeah, it actually whistles like when those arrows sink into it. Just like it's making some weird whistling noise, and drool is dropping from its huge gaping maw down directly onto Mr. Miratosis.
Okay.
It is raining.
Open my calculator here. It'll be easier.
How can it be raining indoors?
All right, so it's making an attack against you, Mr. Miratosis. You're +4. God damn it. And it's hidden from you.
7 does not hit me.
It has advantage, which doesn't matter. So it misses.
5.
It misses terribly. So that skips you and Miss Harming. It's back up to Olina. Because that was the surprise round.
Oh, back up to me. I'm sorry, I was zooming in.
Yeah,
to look at
that
your
was
creature.
that was a surprise round. You got a surprise round.
Great.
Got a surprise round because you didn't convey that there was possibly a creature.
For sure.
Yep.
So still.
Oh, excuse me. That's not your turn. I forgot that this thing has 1 billion attacks.
Okay. It's fine. I don't mind at all.
Yeah, it's fine.
Mm.
So that's a crit, 1 hit.
15 does not hit me.
2
Either
hits.
does 9 or 5. Are you okay? Are you?
It has 4 attacks.
Is he having a seizure?
2,
Like
3, 4, 5, 6.
I think I might have rolled 1
8,
die too many.
9, 10, 11 dice you've rolled.
It should only be 8. The last ones don't matter. didn't.
I'm pretty sure, unless it was God, this is terrible because I was looking at the other character and now I remember abilities, but I don't know if they're mine or the other characters.
Sure.
I thought that I had a reaction that turned a crit into a regular hit.
You do. Yep.
You do. So you can use your
What's
reaction.
that one called?
It's like your level 6 ability, level 3 ability.
Sentinel at Death's Door.
That's the one. Yep.
All right, I would like to use that on the crit.
Sure. Does it not have his... Okay, yeah, here it is.
Oh, I can only use it a certain number of times. Okay.
Yeah. These attacks actually don't
More
do damage either. When do you have to choose that? No, it doesn't matter. You're just grappled. So, you're grappled.
Did I know that when I made it not a crit?
Yeah, it's fine. You weren't feeling damage. You can not have it. You're grappled with an escape DC of 15 until the grapple ends. Targets are stranded. Has disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Grappled twice or once?
I'll just say once. It's not going to attack Harmony because I didn't read the whole thing because I didn't
Just
run
wants
this
to hug.
yet. Yep, it just wants to hug you. So.
I think it just wants a hug. It's very friendly.
Yep. So, Alina.
I'd like to pet the tentacle a little bit.
I think they're poisonous. I'll take some shots again.
Sure.
And you're telling me I still get advantage on this?
Yep. If you're in darkness relative to that, you do. You count as invisible.
I'm pretty sure.
Link the skill. Link the skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're invisible to any creature that relies on dark vision to see you in that darkness. It's relying on dark vision. You're invisible to it.
I think that is a... I guess I'm happy to play it your way in your campaign with the character that you've created for this when we're under peopled, but I'm very...
It's completely insane because it just counts greater visibility.
I don't feel like anyone gets greater invisibility at level 3. I'm pretty sure this is... Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm happy to do that.
It is conditional, but yeah. It's pretty insane.
All right,
that's how I've been running it. Yep, those both hit.
Isn't he stood within the radius of the torch?
Me?
I think he's standing for...
you're just like...
It's not...
On purpose.
It's not representative here.
Sure, yeah. That makes sense.
All right, Mr. Miratosis, what would you like to do?
I move after each attack, Tsui. I'm just kind of moving in a kind of circular radius around them.
Okay.
It's a full action to try to break grapple, right?
Yeah.
Yep. It's a contested athletics check.
Grapple. We didn't take athletics proficiency?
Or acrobatics. Either one to break grapple.
Yeah, athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, I know. We didn't take proficiency on either of those?
You probably want to do acrobatics, though, because it's you have disadvantage on strength saving throws and strength checks right now, so...
You made me a tank with a -1 modifier to grapple rolls? Sweet.
You have good strength. You just have disadvantage.
Yeah, but I have a disadvantage on it, apparently.
Well, you don't get both. Deal with that.
I only have 3 strength. I don't have proficiency in athletics. How do I have animal handling proficiency and not athletics? What?
Because that's how you roll, bro. You're all about them animals.
It's about lore, not min-maxing, Steve. Didn't you hear this? That's incredible. All right.
You remain grappled. Unfortunately.
Can I
be grappled?
Change my character?
No.
Say again? Can you make a new
change
character?
my character?
I think it's a little late for that.
Can I use animal handling to grapple?
I don't think it
Can I use animal handling with this? This is an animal, right?
No, it uses,
it's a monstrosity.
It uses Furborg handling with you, but you have to use acrobatics.
Is there some way that I can have my character have better than a -1 modifier on grapple rolls?
Yeah, he's already answered that 3 times. The answer was no.
You have a +3. You have a +3 with disadvantage or a -1. Like this is your character doesn't need dexterity. He's wearing heavy armor.
You can take your armor off.
Yeah, you can take it off.
Does he have -10 movement as well? Because he doesn't have the strength to support his heavy.
No,
armor.
he's got proficiency with it.
That's not how that works. It's the strength for heavy armor. It's just a strength thing. Unless
he's got 16 strength.
Oh, he does. Okay.
I just don't have athletics proficiency for some reason.
Okay.
Don't know why.
Well, no big deal.
Because you have medicine, perception, insight, and animal handling. You want to handle animals.
Well, put it this way: after you're grappled, you'll always use medicine.
And all the time that I have played D&D.
You haven't ever used medicine or animal handling?
Yeah, I have never used animal handling or medicine.
I never used animal handling either. I was baited once into thinking I was going to get to ride a dinosaur, and then never again.
All right, well...
Picked that willingly.
Harmony, it's you.
I'm gonna move like somewhere over here behind them both.
Sure.
As a bonus action, I'll cast Mantle of Inspiration. So you'll get 10 HP. I don't get it though, do I?
No.
You want to just throw the spell card up for that so everybody can read it? I don't.
Sure.
Just for clarity's sake, or those.
It's only people he can see, and I'm definitely outside of his sight. So you can give it. No.
Can't I see you though?
Because I am more than 100. I'm 100 foot away, and your dark vision's 60 foot.
Are you 100 foot away?
Because that's
I'm gonna
that's
stand
the
in
distance I said I
between
was.
me and Liza and give us both Mantle of Inspiration.
Yeah. You could have rotated towards me. I'm just 100 foot away.
Yeah, well, that's what I want to do. Whatever
Okay.
I have to do
I'll
to
just
do
move.
that.
So I'm like there, but I'm actually 60 foot away from you.
Yeah, I'll give it to both of you.
However you want to be oriented, it's fine. It doesn't. This is
And
just
then
Sure.
not exact. It's representation.
And you said
I'll
11 or
just
10?
I'll Ray of Frost it.
8.
19 is a miss, I'm afraid.
Okay.
All right. Fantastic.
Is this the holder?
I'm afraid not. It's pretty beefy though. So, it is going to reel this bad. It is going to use its action to reel Miratosis in 25 feet up into the air, and then it's going to make a tendril attack at. How far away are you? You have to be 40 feet away for Mantle of Inspiration from Miratosis. 60 feet. So
I'm 100 foot from this
30,
stupid thing. So if he is.
No, it's like you're way out of range, but it's gonna make an attack against Harmony with its tentacle, which hits. So you are now grappled as well.
Hasn't Steve had his turn? Can't he cancel criticals?
It doesn't do damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you're grappled as well now, and it's back to Alina.
I'm gonna make a mental note to tell them about what did you call these? Ropers.
Ropers.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a mental note to tell them about ropers next time. Really should have thought of that. They haven't been down here as much as I have, and I just common knowledge just slipped my mind. All right, I'll take a couple of shots at the roper.
Yep, go for it.
Help him!
It's a hit.
It's 1 and 2. Hey, it's crit. So
Go for damage.
19 or 10 plus 13.
It's the first time I've ever seen a 30 on an attack roll in D&D.
Yeah.
The rolls for these, like, he's plus 10 to hit. That's incredible.
Well, it's because we're such high level. We're level 9.
Yeah, level 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hit it for 23. I don't have secondary effects unless it's the first round, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Or use a spell or something.
Oh, I have
All right.
spells. I forgot. Okay.
Yep. Miratosis, your turn. You're hovering about 25 feet up into the air
I think
right
it's
now.
Miratoris, isn't it?
Liza, you finally
Oh yeah,
got me.
Miratoris. I don't know why I'm thinking halitosis.
I know.
And
I keep hearing that I keep hearing you call him bad breath.
Miratoris.
You
I
finally
know.
got me bound up in tentacles. She has been trying for so long to get me bound up in tentacles, and I had
Is he
resisted.
able to talk? Is a tentacle like around his mouth or anything?
Oh.
It's like around his chest,
No.
like under his armpits.
Got
around-
like my 2 arms, and I'm just very sensually extending my chest toward you.
You try charming the roper, maybe. What you're aiming for?
That's what I was going for earlier. I'm going to attempt to break the grapple with a -1 acro.
At 25 foot in. I like it. I like it. It's better than 50 foot up. You got more up to go.
Alright.
That's very true.
I'm gonna hold on. What's the math on this? Should I roll a +3 at disadvantage instead?
I don't know.
You
I
can
don't
also
think
try
so.
to attack. You can also try to attack to break the tentacle if you want, but that's a disadvantage as well because you have.
Does
strength
it look like
attacks.
Does it look like a breakable tentacle?
It looks breakable.
You have a bonus action too. You could summon a floating fucking mesa next to it if you want.
No, I don't have spectral weapon.
You don't have spiritual weapon?
Nope.
As a cleric?
We went over this already.
Yeah, we did go over it, but that's why we went over it ahead of time. That it is available to all clerics, so you could have
Steve
it.
It's
said
got
he didn't
it's
want
got
it.
an asterisk. So.
He said he didn't want it.
Didn't want it.
All right, I've attempted to sacred flame it. Does a 6 hit?
That's not a success. That's a damage roll.
It's a dex save.
Oh, okay. It should be +4, so it's a 10 with my wisdom.
It's a tentacle. It can't make a dex saving throw. So 6 points of damage.
10.
It is 10. It breaks. You fall to the ground and take 2. What's falling damage? It's like a d6 for every 10 feet.
Might be D8. I'm not sure.
I think it's a 6.
6.
Let me pull it up. Fucking falling damage rolls.
Oh my
It's
fucking
a
god.
d6 for every 10 feet.
All right, we'll just call that
Oh,
the
it's
same, except
D6.
if it was a
All right.
D6.
16.
Yeah, so 12, because you rolled D8s.
Yeah.
So 12.
Yeah, 12. Yeah.
Do I count as an extra size for like tests of strength and stuff? Do I break through the ice here? It's a large.
Yeah,
sort
I
of
was just,
25 feet.
your character is probably like 275 pounds or so plus heavy armor.
Yeah, I think he's
I
fast, too.
would like to weigh myself. I prefer not to focus on those numbers.
He doesn't
Remember,
calorie count.
you've got 8 temp as well.
A crack. Yep, you have 8 temporary hit points as well. A crack starts forming in the ice underneath you.
Tentacles beneath you as well.
And it actually splinters down and like all in every direction, like spider web style. Like it starts cracking. And oh shit, you guys need to get off this fucking ice probably. Because
Or hitch a ride.
or go hug your roper on the ceiling and get eaten.
Do I still have movement?
Yeah, you have all your movement.
Well, I assume he's prone.
No, you're
Over
prone.
there.
Yeah, you're prone, so you can move 15 feet.
Sure, I'm going over there. 15 feet.
Yeah, so you're
So
moving
probably
15
I'm
feet
like
away.
here or something. I don't know. I don't know what the scale is over here.
Yeah, it's not representative. I'm keeping track. And Alina, you were like 100 feet away.
Yeah.
And
How far am I
you
from
were-
the edge of the ice? On the other side, do we know?
It's still darkness over there. You don't know. I know, but you don't know. So it's fine.
How far
So-
away am I from the edge then?
You don't know. It's just darkness in the direction that you're running. And
None
back
of us
the other
know,
way.
right?
Back the
So
way you
it's the
came is
map
about
I
200.
drew.
Yeah, it's not proportional, so it's fine. I'm
So
keeping track of
actually,
this.
like, this is keeping on going.
Yeah.
Further.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And Olina, there we go.
Can
So
I see the ice is breaking?
yes, you heard it. Like it is splintering. It's an unmistakable sound of ice cracking.
So this is underground, -20, you said, and there's no sunlight reaches this. So we're gonna have to assume there's something that heats this ice from below. Otherwise, this would be frozen solid.
that or it's salt water.
Salt water or movement, I guess. Yeah, but okay. Just
Yep.
So I guess I'm going to call out in the direction where I know
I mean, I just,
Liza is and say, Liza, we need to leave. The ice is cracking.
I guess normally
Yeah,
direction
I
to-
mean it's splintering
Which way is
towards
it?
her.
Which way is it?
okay.
You came from this direction in the north, and you're headed this
Yeah,
direction.
but
in the
like
south.
if you just said I can't see and it's all dark in whatever direction.
Well,
like,
I mean, you can
presumably
see the
all I
ice-
can see at the moment is just ice and darkness.
I think
Right.
I think Harmony
But you
would.
can see the walls on either side of the cavern. You just can't see it just goes into darkness in that direction.
Okay.
So
And
it's
you have a
the-
pretty good sense of this too, Adam, from our time together previously. That that I really value my concealment. So you've seen me. I've kind of hugged the edge of your radius. You can see me because you know what to look for, and I'm not trying to stay hidden from you, but you understand that that's the direction I'm going to be in. So you saw me already to give me mantle, so you kind of know what direction.
All right, so
Yep.
I'll just like.
All right, so it was Harmony's turn.
I'll cast mantle again.
Sure.
I'll head. Let's see how close do I have to be for this?
What are you looking for?
For mantle, I think it's 60
60.
feet.
Do we want to? Are we gonna try and kill this, or are we just gonna run away from it now? I feel like we can just run away from it. Or is this like? Do we know that this is the type of creature that just ambushes and then will pursue us, or?
It's very, very slow. It's an ambush predator. Yes.
Hey, we can just move on.
Right. So then I'll just dash,
And
expect
the
no
only
movement.
question is, have I noticed during any of this, Sui, about the small footprints? Do they end right about where that roper is?
They did. Yes.
Okay, so there's potentially how long do ropers digest someone for? Is this like a spider, or is this like more like a munching kind of crunching thing?
Take a look here.
I guess
No,
that's
they just chow down. It doesn't take that long.
All
They
right,
just
so-
rip into it. Like they're
Okay.
a monstrosity. They don't use poison.
Okay. So no, there's no reason at all to stay.
Right, so
Alright.
I cast mantle and then I dash towards Lyra.
You used mantle?
Yeah.
Alright, so I can make another 30 move.
30?
My
So that
reaction then?
Yeah.
You to 45 away, which is unfortunately still just in range. He's going to make a tentacle attack against you, Mr.
I
Mira.
think he's gonna make 8 tentacle attacks.
Well, he's going to make 4. He's got multi-attack 4, so 7 is a miss. 23 is a hit. You're grappled. And yep, that's its turn.
Okay.
Olina.
So it's me again. I'm gonna shoot the
Yep,
tentacle.
you just-
Shoot the
yeah.
tentacle, grappling him.
All right.
Apparently, everything get advantage for the rest of my life at a level 3 ability. Seems good.
Yeah, it's literally the most
Balance.
insane thing in the world.
Those both hit. So
Yep,
20 for the tentacle.
It is AC.
I see a new
I'm like
character being
9
created in Filthy's future.
Yep, those both hit.
Doesn't
It
work
destroys
this way.
the tentacle, or it destroys the tentacles around Mira.
All right. Come on, Mira. We
Beautiful.
gotta go. And then I'll move out
Alright.
again.
Stop playing with your food.
All right, so you're gonna move another. What your movement's 30 or 40?
Yeah, I can dash. It's 30.
No, I'm asking.
I
only-
see.
I have 30 and 30 move. Yep.
Okay, so you're at 1. It goes to Mira's turn. If the ice continues to crack down, you have 3 turns left to get off this ice before it completely breaks. So you're moving 60 feet,
Yep.
Mira. So
Apparently.
145. Harmony, you're moving another 60 feet. That brings you to 150.
Right.
Alina, you're moving probably 60 feet.
Well, let's cut the part here, Sui. So
Yeah,
thank you
just
guys
cut the
for
part.
watching,
I'll do the math.
and we'll see you guys in a minute.